Hey guys, it's me, Makai, and I'm back again with another video. I hope you guys are doing okay. So today we are going to be talking about the gifts. I'm only going to go through a couple of gifts today, excuse me, and then I will be talking about the other gifts, in my next videos. So I will leave the verses on the screen, but the Bible talks about the gifts of the Holy Spirit, and these things are, as they say they are gifts. They are literally there to help us to in whatever situation we may be in. They are literally gifts to us to help us. Like, a gift is something given to us just to help us, out of just a gift. And the gifts work in many ways. So I may be explaining one way or a couple ways, but the gifts, as the word says, it says that it works in many ways. So it's not just one way. So it works in many ways, but it all comes together for the body of Christ. But anyways, you guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So the gift of faith, I just recently have been learning about the gifts, and God has been showing me how they work personally in my personal life. He's been showing me how they work and how they and what they do and stuff like that. So the gift of faith really helps us endure the seasons of wilderness, the seasons of when people are mocking us, scoffing at, the naysayers, when we're going through trials and tribulations, adversity, because there will be seasons of that. You will go through that. It's not, unfortunately, it is, because, it's never fun going through adversity. But it all comes together for our own good, as his word says. So if God is allowing these things to happen, it's because there's a reason, and it's to help you, actually. So we will be going through adversity. There will be seasons of that. And when you go through that, just know that, you will make it out alive, basically. There is hope. I always wondered, how am I going to be able to survive? I wanted to make it out alive. I wanted to see the blessings. I wanted to be able to, be able to make it through the finish line. I wanted to be able to, and the gift of faith helps you to endure those seasons and to help you endure so that you can see the promises, so that you can, make it out alive and be able to acquire all the promises and all the blessings that God has for you. Because you guys, I'm telling you, you're going to need, I know, sometimes it's okay to go through things, but period, point blank, put the pride aside. You're going to need help. You're going to need, in this life, people like to, yes, it's okay for you to go through things yourself and learn and stuff, but having God by your side and that strength and that gift of faith that helps you, endure these it's a blessing, and you're going to need it, because majority of the time there's two things that can happen in a situation where you face adversity or trials and tribulations. Either you can get stuck and settle and stay where you're at and settle for what is happening around you, or you can learn and elevate and get the lesson and keep going. And that's what God does, is when you fall and stumble and you may give up, not give up, but the point is to never give up. With God, you don't ever give up. If you have him by your side, you're good. Like, you will always get back up. You will always endure. You may fall, you may stumble, but you will endure. And that's what the gift of faith does. But with God, you elevate, though. With God, you're able to elevate. You're able to heal. Some people go through situations and they're not healed. They're not elevating from what they went through. They're either stuck, or they've settled, or they've allowed their circumstances to basically make them and make their life and what they've, they've what they've come to be and stuff like that. And with God, you're able to elevate. You may not see it, physically, you may not see it physically, but one thing about God is you have to think of the spiritual aspects and the lesson. And it's not always going to be physical, and you're not always going to see, like, yes, you will see a difference, you yourself, but maybe on the outside looking in, it's not going to look like anything because all hell's breaking loose. But you definitely are elevating. You're elevating, and that's the thing with God is you elevate, and you don't get stuck. He keeps you pushing. He keeps you motivated. He keeps you going, and you don't get stuck. You keep going. And the enemy, that's what he's trying to do. He would love for those attacks and that adversity that he sends your way. He would love for those attacks to keep you, to basically break you, to keep you stuck, to keep you down. He would love that. And that's what he's trying to do when he does attack you. But jokes on him is that, we got God on our side. So who could be against us? So God is with us. Who can be against us? So the gift of faith, God gives us that gift. He gives us the strength. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He gives us the strength. He gives us the motivation. He does so much. Like I said, the gift of faith there's not just one way he does it. There's many ways that he does it, but I just want to say that there's hope. You will come out of this alive. Whatever you're going through, whatever adversity it is, you will come out of it alive. And just me looking back on my own testimony and what God has done in my life, I just am in shock, you guys. Like, I am literally in shock of how I was able to make it out, and still I didn't let my situations and my circumstances get the best of me, and I didn't become my situation. I didn't become my environment, and I kept going. I keep going. I keep striving for God's will. I keep looking for him. I keep going, and just looking back on all of the attacks. And that's another thing, is that God will protect you. It's like when you're in the wilderness or the shadow, what is that verse says? The shadow of valley of death. When you're walking in that valley, it's like you really don't understand unless God's giving you the eyes to see. But for me, I wasn't really understanding what I was going through and how bad it was really affecting me, because it was like God's grace and God's he was around me, and it was helping me, even though I didn't know how bad it was. I knew how bad it was. I could see how bad it was. But just looking back now that I'm out and I can see clearly now, and just looking back, I didn't realize, oh wow, that was like I was really at the bottom. Like, I was really going through it, and it's just like looking back, I didn't realize that. And it's a good thing, because like if I did, it could have got the best of me, and it could have really, really hurt me. But God's grace and God's gift and love to us, helps us to endure these situations so that we can see the blessings, so that we can come out alive, and so that we can grow and elevate and go where we need to go. And so that's the gift of faith, you guys. Real quick, I just wanted to talk about that. The gift of healing. So the gift of healing, you guys, also I've learned about this because I've always wondered, what God thinks about shots and all these vaccines. I don't even know if I can say that word, but all of these, the pharmaceutical, company and the business that is here today. I don't know, I have to probably speak in code because I know the algorithm and they get offended whenever you speak some truth and stuff and some things. So I'm gonna try to speak in code and speak in a little bit of I don't know, but the whole pharmaceutical company and the whole doctors, yes, doctors are good, they help you. They're I'm not trying to downplay their work, and I'm grateful. It's a big deal that they went to school all those years and stuff and did what they did, but we also have to remember that God himself is our healer. He is our healer. And, most of these, stuff that the pharmaceutical company pushes out, most of it is trying to stop the flow of God. Because you have to think, all of these diseases, all of these sicknesses and stuff that's going on in the world, this is the consequences, and this is what sin and not following God's laws, statutes, and commandments brings. This is what happens, unfortunately. It can be generational curses. It can be, there's many reasons why you're dealing with something that you're dealing with, and if you're not doing the right natural order of things, consequences will come. That's period, point blank in life, period. Like, if you're not doing the right thing, consequences will come about. And that's how the earth works, and the universe is what they call it. But there are spiritual rules. There are things put in place that if you don't do the right thing, these things will come upon you. So these sicknesses and diseases, we have to see the root of it, and it all comes from God. And we all have to remember that he is our healer. He can heal. That's what the gift of healing is. Healing, like he heals. He is our doctor. He is our healer. He is everything. He has given us, even says that in his word, he has given us everything we need to do every good work, which is heal ourselves. If we get sick, or if we get, if a problem arises, he gives us the knowledge. He gives us the wisdom, how to overcome, how to heal. Like I said, there's different ways that you can heal yourself. Like, God gave us, I don't know if you guys know, but in these plants and the natural way of things, and if you've seen Dr. Sebi, I don't know if you guys don't know Dr. Sebi. I mean, that man, can't say too much, once again, because people get offended in the algorithm, whatever, but, he knew a lot. Look him up. Research him. He knew a lot, and he knew the right way to go, which was the plants and the natural things. And if you look, you guys, like I said, cancer, right? There's these things. Cancer is all throughout the world, right? But it's like there's the stuff that we're putting on our bodies that's giving us cancer. It's just a whole rabbit hole, you guys. It's a whole rabbit hole. But my point here right now, I don't have much time, because we will be here all day if we were going down that rabbit hole. But I just encourage y'all to do your research, and maybe hopefully one day when I get situated that I can, do more and talk more about these things. But God is our healer. He is our healer. And some of these things that they push out, it's just really, what's the point? What's the point? It's lies. They say that they prevent and they stop stuff, but yet you're still getting it. And it's like, it's just weird. It's just really, really weird. And they're over here carrying around some of the, I can't even say the words, I feel like, because I might get banned or something. I don't know, but please, you guys, you have to do your own, research and look it up. It's there. It is there. The truth is there. It's always there. The truth will always be there. It's just up to us to really look for it and really, want to know the truth, because sometimes it's hard to accept the truth and to get the truth. It's, for some reason, us humans have a hard time with accepting the truth. So you have to allow God to renew your mind and transform your mind, and break free from what you once knew. So anyways, you guys, like I said, the gift of healing, it says it itself, gift of healing. So healing from whatever sickness, disease, that's what God does. That's who he is. The power that works in us, we will be able to overcome and heal ourselves. God has given us the gift to heal ourselves. Like, that just blew my mind when I noticed that, like, we don't have to depend on the pharmaceutical. We don't have to depend on these things. Like, God is our healer, for real. Like, he's our healer, and he gave us a gift to heal. We're able to heal ourselves. We're able to get the knowledge and the wisdom in whatever shape, way, or form. Like, we are able to heal. You know, like I said, there's many ways that you can heal. So whatever you're going through, there is a way. There is nothing too hard for the Lord. Even cancer. Even cancer. Now, I haven't went down the rabbit hole, but I bet you my bottom dollar that God knows the way. Like, I already know He knows the way. I already know it. Like, I never really had cancer in my family, so I don't really have that problem. But, you know, there's many diseases and different things we go through. Anxiety. I mean, as you know, Jesus Himself casted out demons and devils. Jesus Himself healed the sick, healed the blind. I mean, it's in the Word. It's in the Bible, you guys. So, with that being said, you guys, that's all that I wanted to come on here today. I will be going over the other gifts. And if you guys have any questions or anything you guys want to leave down below, please leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any testimonies or anything you guys would like to leave down below, please leave them down below. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.